don't know, Raul saw me the first day. Something struck him, and I do not know. He started liking and loving 𝐾𝑟𝑖𝑠ℎ 𝐽𝑎𝑔𝑟𝑎𝑛, and we do much more to him the same way. To us, our love affair started at the Centurion University program, and I do not know. We could understand the way he lived with agriculture. His history story, look at. He was all about agriculture. He studied, he spent life in the university, and now he has become a master of that university. So I can see the pulse of the children there, the teachers there. They all feel one in a family because they all have seen him, and he had been mentoring. That he was a student, then he became a teacher, he became a mentor, and now he is the head. So see, there is a lot of love in that university. You can see the feeling, the heart involved into everything, and there is no other person like Raul sir who knows the small student, the PU, the teacher, everyone by name. He knows all of them, and even the farmers. He called them by name. And one of the surprising things I learned when I was there, he is the first man who could endow a farmer with a PhD. Just imagine. I think we should give him a big clap. The history. Maybe the history of India, the first time that happens. That one shows the intellectual, the feeling that he has for farming community. As we were discussing today, how the ideas come from the visionaries. I said, sir, we are planning. He said, why don't you do something, the colleges for students? Then as soon as he said, the way he said, why don't you start a student journalist program? See, you started FTJ, farmer, the journalist. Why don't you try for students? See, that is the feeling. A man who is so much involved, he thinks everything for his community. If it is farmer, he brings a PhD for the farmer. If the student, they also want to be known in the world. He also has something in him to be a journalist. So he said, why don't you try that? And he has given a lot of ideas. Spending time with him is like, you are sitting in a person who has got ideas flowing on. So you never get bothered. So instead of me speaking much, I love to hear from him, and we are really blessed, sir, and we got to hear more and more about you and your plans, dreams, much more to our young team, so that we may be more useful to the agri farming community. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Sir.
Good afternoon to all. 𝑘𝑟𝑖𝑠ℎ Editor-in-Chief, Mr. MC Dominic, senior team members of 𝑘𝑟𝑖𝑠ℎ and the young, energetic contingent I see before me. Really, it is a pleasure and a privilege on my part to be here. I was never aspiring this much. I thought that life begins like something and ends in a different way. I came across Mr. Dominic hardly 10 days back in a different, though I know 𝑘𝑟𝑖𝑠ℎ, but my personal interaction with him at Centurion University compelled me, or rather ignited me to invite him to 𝑢𝑝 for a similar cause. So that brought us a bit together, and since I was here at Delhi, I wanted that if I can visit all of you, the more I see, the more I interact, obviously a learning for me. So really I am indebted to 𝑘𝑟𝑖𝑠ℎ 𝐽𝑎𝑔_RAN, the entire family rather, for your kind gesture. As you know, basically with a rural background from an agrarian family, we have understood some basics of agriculture, and has also tried to introspect why agriculture is not going ahead. So one of the answers that I got to my satisfaction with Mr. Dominic, that perhaps at this juncture we need the support of a media, agri-journalism or agri-media. At another point of time, I thought that perhaps young people are there, technology is there. We need to have government policies, incentives, so that the students, agri students can get themselves converted to agri entrepreneurs. On a nomination basis, government appointed me from a teacher, appointed me as the managing director of a state-owned corporation called Agricultural Promotion and Investment Corporation of Odisha Limited, whose mandate is promotion of agri enterprises. When I say agri enterprises, it is not only confined to so-called agriculture, horticulture, veterinary, fishery, food processing, agri export, etc., etc. That was the single window for disbursement of any kind of incentives to agriculture. The limit was 1 crore and to the extent of 50% of the investment. So, and the way he told that when I was a teacher, obviously I was looking at the students, their comfort, convenience, and how best. I was trying to encourage them for a diversified field. These ideas, whatever Mr. Dominic is sharing, from the beginning, I encourage my students that agriculture is not your only domain. The sky is the limit. You can find out any domain, and opportunities are everywhere. And I will be more happy if I find my students in different walks of life, not that only in the job of agriculture and agriculture related field. So that was my perception. The same way also, when I became the Dean Extension Education of the university, I tried to work with the farmers and gather some learnings from there that the farmers are perhaps not given the due weightage in the society. The son of a farmer, the child of a farmer never tries to introduce himself as a farmer and never tries to inherit the profession of a farmer. That never makes neither happy to him nor to his parents. So this kind of a mindset needs a change, and this kind of a change can only be achieved with a lot of struggle with the management, the Chancellor's office. We could be able to succeed to provide honorary DSc to a lady practicing farmer. That was my satisfaction. I called him as practicing professor, not a farmer. She was more than a professor of my college. And on the other side of the bench was Mr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, who is the DG of meteorology. This IMD, India Meteorological Department. You might have seen him in the media. And he is from Odisha, he is from 𝑏 also, graduated from Bhadrak and Utkal University. So he was given the honorary doctorate, and also Sabarmati was given the honorary doctorate. That was a satisfaction for me. So if agriculture has to be taken ahead, obviously at this juncture of time, awareness is the most necessary. Many people in the rural areas, they do not know what kind of benefits are given by the government to the farmers. So let us try something internally, how to reach out to them, to see that the government incentives and programs are accessible to them, and try to remove the pain points. So in that process of agri entrepreneurship promotion, I have tried to the extent possible how to remove the pain points, because there are many pain points. You are not killing him directly, but you are killing him indirectly, so that he is automatically deprived. So such kind of mindsets need to be removed. Perhaps in the meantime, I have forgotten that I am having a flight and in the Indira Gandhi International Airport to board, and also what time is it. Thank you so much for your kind gestures. Thank you, Dominic, and the entire team, Madam Dominic, and all others for your nice hospitality. And I am really interested. And we will build up a lot of things I have in my mind, and hopefully, Dominic, we are perhaps in the same mental wavelength. We'll try to take the things somehow ahead. And in your Baleswar meeting also, since we are a local people there, you are there organizing it, going from all along from Delhi. If you need any kind of help from us, we'll try. We'll be happy to be associated. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर सर आम कृषि जागरण परिवार तरफ मुझे धन्यवाद जनाऊँगी आपण निजर बहुमूल्य समय दे आम सहित आज जोग दे आपको प्रकृत हृदय बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. So now we will end KG Chopal with a small photo session with the guest. So leader.